Hello everyone, myself Gautam Kumar, Assistant Professor, MMSc TBM, IIM deemed to be University. My subject is System Analysis and Design, subject code is BC204, and today my subject is my topic is System Analysis. Who is System Analyst? What are the skills and what are the roles of the System Analysis in developing a system? So, content for the session are: who is system analyst, what does system analysis do, required skills for and system analyst, roles of a system analyst. So, first of all we will discuss who is system analyst. A system analyst is an information technology professional who is specialized in analyzing, designing and implementing information systems. System analysts assess the suitability of information system in terms of their intended outcomes and interacted with end users, software vendors and programmers in order to achieve these outcomes. For the definition, a person who conduct a methodological study and evaluation of a system to identify its desired objective is system analyst. Although they may be familiar with the variety of programming languages, operating system and computer hardware platforms, they do not normally involve themselves in actual hardware or software development. They may be responsible for developing cost analysis, design consideration, staff impact and implementation timelines. A system analyst is typically confined to an assigned or given system and will often work in conjunction with a business analyst. These roles, although having some overlap, are not the same. The business analyst will evaluate the business need and identifying the appropriate solution, and to some degree design a solution without having too deep into its technical components, relying instead on a system analyst to do so. A system analyst will often evaluate code, review scripting and possibly even modify such to some extent. Some dedicated professionals possess practical knowledge in both areas, business and system analysis, and manage to successfully combine both of these occupations effectively, building the link and line between business analyst and system analyst. What does system analysis do? A system analyst may identify, understand and plan for organizational and human impact of plant systems and ensure that new technical requirements are probably integrated with existing processes and skill sets. Plan a system flow from the ground up, interact with internal users and customers to learn and document requirements that are then used to produce business requirement documents. Business analysts write technical requirement from a critical phase. They interact with software architect to understand the software limitations. System analysts help programmers during system development, for example, providing the data flow diagrams for developing a system. System analysts prepare the document requirement or contribute to the user manuals. Whenever a development process is conducted, a system analyst is responsible for designing components and providing the information to the developer. So, there are some skill sets which are required for a system analyst, and there are two type of skills. The first one is the communication skill and second one is the technical skills. The communication skill deal with relationship and the interference of the analyst with people in business. They are useful in establishing trust, resolving conflict and communicating information. Analysts must have the ability to articulate and speak the language of the user and a knack for working with virtually all managerial levels in the organization. Communication is not just reports, telephone conversation and interviews. It is people talking, listening, feeling and reacting to one another, their experience and reactions. He must be capable of identifying problems and assessing their ramification, having a grasp of company goals and objectives and showing sensitivity to the impact of the system on people at work. Technical skills can also divided in some points like creativity, problem solving, project management, dynamic interface, questioning attitude and inquiry mind and knowledge. Creativity helping the users model ideas into concrete plan and developing the candidate system to match user requirement. By having the problem solving skill, reduce the problems to their elemental levels. For analysis, developing alternative solutions to a given problem and delineating the pros and cons of the candidate system. Project management includes scheduling, performing well under time constraint, coordinating system efforts and managing cost and expenditure. Dynamic interface, blending the technical and non-technical consideration in functional specification and journal design. Questioning attitude and inquiry, knowing the what, when, why, where, who and how a system works. It can be done by having a questioning attitude and inquiry mind, by interacting with the candidate, by questioning the users of that system. An analyst can identify what to do, when to do and why that work will take place and why we are going to improve the system, where we have to make changes, who will be responsible and who will do that task and how the system will work in a desired manner. Knowledge of the basics of the computer and the business functions. Business analyst must have the basic knowledge of the computer software and hardware and how they function for analyzing of a system for the candidate. On the screen you can see the roles of the system. The first role of the system analyst is the change agent. System analyst can work as investigator and monitor the system evaluation and performance. System analyst can role or play a role of the architect, a psychologist, a salesperson, a motivator. So, all these are the various roles of the system analyst: change agent, investigator and monitor, architect, psychologist, salesperson and motivator. Let us discuss these roles in detail. Change agent: the analyst may be viewed as an agent of the change. A candidate system is designed to introduce change and reorientation in how the user organization handle information or make decisions. It is important that the user accept change. Analysts can secure users' acceptance is through user participation during design and implementation. System analyst is communicating with the system candidate for making these changes in the plant system. In the role of a change agent, the system analyst may select various styles to introduce changes to the user organization. The style range from that to procedure, the mildest form of the intervention, to imposer, the most severe intervention. In between, there are the catalyst and the confronter roles. So, system analyst can perform a different role as a change agent, and the degree and intensity or intervention may vary on a scale from mildest to the severe intervention. When the user appears to have a tolerance for change, the procedure or catalyst style is appropriate. On the other hand, when drastic changes are required, it may be necessary to adopt the confronter or even the imposer style. No matter what style is used, the goal is same: to achieve acceptance of the candidate system with a minimum of resistance. Investigator and monitor. How a system analyst work as an investigator and monitor. In defining a problem, the analyst will collect and put together all the information to determine why the present system does not work well and what changes will correct the problem. This work is similar to that of an investigator extracting the real problems from existing system and creating information structure that uncover previously unknown trends that may have a direct impact on the organization. Related to the role of investigator is that of monitor. To undertake and successfully complete a project, an analyst must monitor program in relation to time, cost and quantity. System analyst as an architect. As an architect and system analyst must create detailed physical design of candidate system. He aids users in formalizing abstract ideas and provides details to build the end product, that is the candidate system. System analyst as a psychologist. The analyst plays the role of a psychologist in the way he reaches people, interpret their thoughts, assess their behavior and draws conclusion from these interactions. Understanding inner functional relationship is important. It must be aware of people's feeling and be prepared to get around things in a graceful way. The art of listening is important in evaluating responses and feedback. System analyst as a salesperson. Selling change can be crucial as initiating changes. Selling the system actually takes place at each step in the system life cycle. Sales skill and persuasiveness are crucial to the success of the system. So, system analysts work as a salesperson at every stage of system development life cycle, and the salesperson working as a salesperson, system analysis is interacting with the candidate and taking the acceptance which the product is taking at step by step. Motivator. A candidate system must be well designed and acceptable to the user. The analyst role as a motivator becomes obvious during the first few weeks after implementation and during times when turnover results in new people being trained to work with the candidate system. The amount of dedication it takes to motivate user often taxes that analyst ability to maintain the pace. So, system analysts work as the motivator to the people who are working in the organization to adopt the system, and they are being trained for making the natural acceptance to adopt that changes in the system for making the organization functionality better. System analyst as a politician. In implementing a candidate system, the analyst tries to appease all parties involved. Diplomacy and finance in dealing with people can improve acceptance of the system. In as much as a politician must have the support of his or her constituency, so is the analyst goal to have the support of the user's staff. He or she represents their thinking and tries to achieve their goals through computerization. In summary, these multiple roles required analysts to be orderly, approach a problem in a logical, methodical way and pay attention to details. These are the references for the slide. Thank you.